Now, one of the most frequently asked questions when it comes to football boots is which ones are the best for ankle protection? Well, in this video, I'm going to answer that question as well as give you a bit of extra tips so you can pick the best football boots for you. Now, let me start by dropping this bombshell on you. There is absolutely no such thing as a football boot that offers ankle protection.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Now, apologies for the clickbait title, but chances are if you clicked on this out of a whim, you probably need to hear this. Now, the idea that football boots can offer ankle protection started to gain traction around, I want to say, 2014. Which coincides with the year that these two bad boys dropped, the Nike Magista Obra and the Nike Mercurial Superfly 4. Two of the most revolutionary football boots of all time.
They're also somewhat overrated.
Now, these boots were revolutionary for many reasons, but one of the reasons why is because they introduced to the world the idea of a mid-cut football boot with the dynamic fit collar. And yes, I'll be calling them mid-cut boots because calling them sock boots sounds stupid to me. But anyway, the introduction of mid-cut football boots caused reverberations across the football boot industry, with many brands coming up with their own versions and some brands even copying Nike straight up. And with the introduction of the mid-cut boots, introduced also one of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to mid-cut football boots. And that's the idea that the collar on these boots offers ankle protection. And what's so strange about it is that brands themselves have never really pushed this idea that the collars offer ankle protection. This is pretty much just consumer headcanon.
Fugazi, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust.
But let's actually look at collars themselves. So here I have everyone's favorite football boot, the Nike Phantom Luna. And as you can see, they're thin, they're flexible, there's no real structure to it, it's not going to offer any kind of stability, there's no padding as well, so I don't understand where the idea that these offer protection comes from. Something like this is definitely not going to stop you rolling your ankle. If you roll your ankle in an odd way, you're going to get injured. This is not going to do anything for you. But when you actually look at things within football that actually do offer ankle protection, let's look at them. Like, what they will either do is like they actually have a form of padding around your ankle areas, or they'd also have some kind of maybe stiffness to them to prevent your ankle from moving about too much. These, like I said earlier, they're not going to do any of that for you. So that just begs the question, what exactly are collars for? Actually, there's this quite interesting conspiracy theory that the reason why Nike introduced mid-cut boots in the first place was because True Socks, the grip sock brand, were on the rise, and they introduced the collars so that would hide the True Sock branding. Unfortunately, that's pretty much just rubbish, but still kind of funny. But in truth, the reason why collars are there is so that they provide an improved fit and feel of your football boots. They're meant to make your boots feel more comfortable, improve lockdown, and just feel in a way that almost feels like a seamless transition from your leg to your football boots, almost like they're an extension of your own body. Kind of like a sock. Now, collars aren't the be-all or end-all, it's really a preference-based thing. Some people like them, some people don't. I'm quite indifferent, to be fair. But maybe if you give me a choice between the two, I would say I edge a bit more towards without a collar, but you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really do much. And like I said previously, some brands, the collared version of the boot is a bit more pricey, maybe around £10 more. Me personally, I don't think that's worth it. You know, some brands keep the prices between the low and the mid cut the exact same, which I think is pretty much the better option. But anyway, yeah. And just to summarize, mid-cut football boots absolutely do not offer any ankle protection, no matter what. Thank you and see you next time.